سلام عليكم بما صبرتم وآبدتم وثبتتم في وجه هذا الطغيان، وبيننا وبينكم الميدان والايام والليالي، وهيهات منا الذله، هيهات منا الذله، هيهات منا الذله، وبين المية للمية فلسطين عربية، من المية للمية إسرائيل إرهابية، فليسقط غصن الزيتون ولتحيا البندقية، ولتحيا البندقية، ويا شهيد ارتاح ارتاح،
يا شهيد ارتاح ارتاح،
واحنا نواصل الكفاح،
واحنا نواصل الكفاح،
من غزة طلع القرار،
من غزة طلع القرار،
انتفاضة وانتصار،
انتفاضة وانتصار،
انتفاضة انتفاضة،
انتفاضة انتفاضة،
لا لا انتفاضة،
long live the انتفاضة،
long live the resistance,
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 long live انتفاضة،
long live انتفاضة،
انتفاضة انتفاضة،
انتفاضة انتفاضة،
long live the انتفاضة،
long live انتفاضة،
long live the resistance,
long live the resistance,
long live the resistance،
long live the resistance.
من المية للمية،
من المية للمية،
من المية للمية، فلسطين عربية، فلسطين عربية، يا صهيوني يا شباب، يا صهيوني يا شباب،
يا صهيوني يا جبان، ليش بتقصف في لبنان؟
والسلام الدولتي،
يا صهيوني يا جبان،
Palestine is almost free. From the sea to the river,
from the sea to the river,
Palestine will live forever.
Palestine will live forever. علي علم الثورة، علي 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 علم الثورة، علي.
achieve a single military objective. How shameful! All these billions of dollars, and they've killed more hostages than they've rescued. And all of the settlements on the outskirts of Gaza have been emptied, have been liberated. And the Palestinian resistance and the resistance in the Arab world remain strong and steadfast. The only thing the Zionist entity is capable of is genocide, ethnic cleansing, occupation. It's been 100 years and we have not given up. We will fight for 100 more and we will outlive the Zionist entity and we will all see liberation. Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
From the river to the sea!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
From the sea to the river!
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 Palestine will live forever!
Palestine will live forever. Folks, as we're talking about how the Zionist state is getting cooperation and support from its imperialist allies, which is the Canadian government, the American government, and all of these colonial regimes. We, the Palestinian people, also have allies all around the world. We have seen this global intifada being launched over the last 12 months, and we have seen resistance fronts pop up all over the Middle East to demonstrate united Arab resistance against terrorism, imperialism, and Zionism. So on that note, I'd like to do our chant in Arabic, and I want you to repeat and say, وحدة وحدة وطنية.
وحدة وحدة وطنية.
So whatever I say, I want you to say, وحدة وحدة وطنية.
وحدة وحدة وطنية.
Sorry, actually I meant وحدة وحدة عربية.
وحدة وحدة عربية.
ومن صنعاء لاجئين.
وحدة وحدة عربية.
ومن بيروت لاجئين.
وحدة وحدة عربية.
من سيناء للجولان.
وحدة وحدة عربية.
شعب واحد ما بنهان.
وحدة وحدة عربية.
من هون المخيمات.
وحدة وحدة عربية.
من الشروق للشباب.
وحدة وحدة عربية.
من بغداد للخليل.
وحدة وحدة عربية.
شعب واحد ما بيميل.
وحدة وحدة عربية.
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 إسلام ومسيحية.
وحدة وحدة عربية.
شباب وختيارية.
وحدة وحدة عربية.
And on that note, we must continue to show up for one another, because what is happening in Palestine does not only concern Palestinians. We know that the Zionist entity has its sights on the entirety of the Middle East for its Greater Israel project. We know that they are an expansionist, settler colonial project, which is nothing, which only knows how to commit genocide to expand. Shame! This is why we must continue to show up and mobilize and escalate. Today, our estimations with the drone is that we've had over 35,000 people make some noise! The people united!
United will never be defeated. The people united. We see the power of globalization over the past year. We see instead of staying in the horse, ceasefire. And we made it unavoidable to save Palestine. We made Palestine unavoidable in the halls of Parliament. We made Palestine unavoidable on these streets. It has always been the people, the power of the weapon, that changed the course of history. It will be no government, and certainly not Palestinian authority. It will be the people standing side by side to have the liberation from the river to the sea. By making our demands crystal clear. These are the demands we've made over the past year, and we will continue to make these demands and hold these corrupt politicians' feet to the fire until every one of these demands are met. Our first demand is for the Canadian government to place immediate sanctions and a two-way arms embargo on the Zionist text to settle the state of Israel. We demand the arms embargo. We demand the arms embargo. Arms embargo right now.
Arms embargo right now.
We demand the arms embargo.
We demand an arms embargo.
Arms embargo right now.
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 They say that they passed an arms embargo motion in January, but it was nothing but a smokescreen. They shame. The Canadian government continues to send weapons. It still have hundreds of contracts that are still pending and are promising to still continue to fulfill their contracts. Shame! This is why we are demanding a complete arms embargo, a two-way arms embargo between Israel and Canada. Our second demand is for an immediate ceasefire and ending the siege on Gaza. This has been, we're entering almost 18 years since the siege on Gaza began. October 7th is not the beginning of the misery of the people of Gaza. For 17 years, the people of Gaza have pulled their children from under the rubble. They have watched their children get burned from white phosphorus chemical weapons. They have watched their children get bombed as they play football on the beach. Shame! End the siege, let them breathe! 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 Our third demand is for the immediate release of the over 10,000 Palestinian political prisoners that are held in Israeli prisons from before October 7th. حرية 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 لا أسرى الحرية لا أسرى أسرانا الحرية حرية 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 لا أسرانا الحرية لا أسرانا الحرية. There are thousands of Palestinians that have been kidnapped and taken hostage by this terrorist entity called Israel. Thousands of whom thousands of Palestinians were taken under Israel's practice of administrative detention, in which they are taken without charge or trial and held indefinitely. Shame! And our fourth demand, and we need to make this very clear for those of you who have joined this movement recently, our fourth demand is an end to the occupation of all Palestinian land, from Akka to Naqab, from the river to the sea. Every single inch of land will return. It will be ours. Hey, hey, ho, ho, the occupation's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, the occupation's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, the occupation's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, the occupation's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, the occupation's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, the occupation's got to go. Ho, ho, the occupation's got to go. Hey, 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 ho, ho, hey, hey, ho, ho. Our next demand, which is a newer one, due to the escalations happening throughout the Middle East, we are demanding an immediate end to the indiscriminate and genocidal bombing of Lebanon and Yemen and Iraq and Syria and all of our people. This is a genocide! 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 This is the genocide! This is a genocide! This is the genocide! This is the genocide! Ceasefire now! 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 And our final demand of the day, our final demand is the return of every single Palestinian that is in the diaspora, every single Palestinian that is in the camps, every single Palestinian, wherever they are, everywhere in the world. They deserve to return to their ancestral homelands. And inshallah, every single Palestinian will return to their homelands. From the river to the sea, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river, from the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever. Palestine will live forever. So before we end today, we want to make sure that you all of you that came out, understand our calls to action. Because yes, we're not able to do any of this without you. But we need every single person here to take personal responsibility, to organize and do every single thing you can to utilize your skill sets towards the cause. Our first call to action is for every single person here to attend our upcoming rally on October 20th at 4 p.m. at the U.S. Consulate. We urge you all to follow us on Instagram at PYM Toronto, and you can find our different rallies and upcoming events and volunteer meetings. We have weekly volunteer meetings where we meet with people and bring them into the movement to contribute to the work and our common goals towards liberation. We also want to implore each and every single person here to get involved in local organizing in your neighborhoods, in your areas. We can do nothing unless we're united and organized. And there are already dozens of riding and neighborhood groups all around Toronto and all around Ontario. So we implore you to please, you can search for Toronto for directory on Instagram if you'd like to search for your neighborhood or local riding group. We urge you all to get involved in local organizing and pressure your MP to call for an arms embargo. We also implore each and every one of you to get involved in any organizing efforts at your university, at your labor union, and at your workplace, in any place you can. Connect with like-minded people and organize, because alone we are nothing, but together we can topple empires. And our last call to action is for all of you to please engage in what we are calling a people's arms embargo by demanding divestment from your institutions and by getting involved in the mass campaign which the PYM launched to target a logistics and transportation company called Maersk. Maersk is a silent profiteer from this genocide in Gaza, and they profit from the transportation of the weapons being used to kill all of our people. Shame! Shame on Maersk! 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 So folks, if you want to get involved with the Mask Off Maersk campaign, please attend our volunteer meetings. You can find the links in the bio at PYM Toronto. We have petitions to sign and we have subcommittees to do research and take action so we can make an example out of Maersk so that nobody dares continue to fund and arm this genocidal regime. And so before we end off, we want to just thank each and every single person that came out today and made our voices that much louder. Make some noises for yourselves! Without all of you, our voices would not reach anybody. And we also want to thank all the different contingents that were formed and that were coordinated with us for this rally, including the Indigenous contingent, which has shown up consistently day after day for our people. From Turtle Island to Palestine! Turtle Island to Palestine! Colonization is a crime! Colonization is a crime! From Turtle Island to Palestine! Turtle Island to Palestine! Colonization is a crime! Colonization is a crime! We also want to thank the Latino, the Vietnamese, the Pan-African, the Filipino, the Lebanese, and all the other contingents that showed up in strength today. We also want to thank the countless contingents that were organized with the labor movement and the student movement that are showing us the true meaning of solidarity and sacrifice. So before we disperse, I want to urge you all one more time to please follow us on Instagram at PYM Toronto and share with your friends and family Talk about Palestine, talk about Lebanon, talk about Yemen with your family and your friends, and make sure that our cause is unavoidable.
If you have flags, banners, megaphones, please bring them to the truck and let's disperse. While we're doing that, keep chanting. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. Thank you all. We'll see you on October 20th at 4 p.m. at the U.S. Consulate.
I just want to have
عايز تروح معاهم روح. يلا.
It's weird because it's like.
Let's keep going.
And it